What's going on, friends? I'm Sean Pierce Johnson, and welcome to Stompbox Saturday, where today we are taking a look at the Mk3 driver from Keeley Electronics. Man, something about this just feels so familiar, doesn't it? Now, you might take a look at this pedal and ask a very important question. Is this part of the 4-in-1 series that we saw come out earlier this year? Well, it sorta is and it sorta isn't. It sorta is in the sense that it uses the same 3-knob 2-switch layout that is on the Noble Screamer, the Super Rodent, the Blues Disorder, and the Angry Orange. However, whereas those pedals used 2 circuits in one enclosure and allowing you to combine the two in different ways, this is one circuit, tweaked to Andy's specs, but also to a little bit of Robert Keeley magic, if you will. Now, those of you lucky enough to grab the Super AT mod that was released sometime last year will be very familiar with the AT mode on the Mk3 driver. This is Andy's blues driver sound. It's got all the things that he likes about that pedal, but with a slight little tweak in the tone stack where we get a low-end roll-off. So if you're a humbucker player, like me, this might be the mode for you. Now, on the other hand, the RK mode is more of a sweetened version, I like to say, because in the drive mode, there's some germanium diodes added to the clipping stage, and I just always feel like a germanium sound is very sweet and chewy. But the tone stack is a bit more full range, much more in line with what the blues driver has stock. But calling anything that Robert Keeley touches, and his team for that matter, because they're all great at doing their job, to call what they do standard is really a disservice to them. By the way, I'd watch this video all the way through because somewhere in this video, I'm gonna tell you how you can win a Mk3 driver and a halo delay of your very own. Now, I wanna put my review of the Mk3 driver right here rather than at the end of the video. I have gotten to know this pedal over the course of the last few months, even though this only came out a few weeks ago. But it's quickly become one of my favorite pedals to have on my board. It's currently on my church board along with the Super Rodent and the Blues Disorder, and it's just one of my favorite sounds to go to. If I need just a little bit of extra vibe out of a clean sound, I love going for a colored boost thing. But it's far more than just that for me. But before we get to those reasons why I love it so much in the form of sample sounds, I want to examine the AT and the RK modes more closely. So here's what I'd like to do. I'm gonna pick 3 different knob settings on the Mk3 driver. We're gonna plug my main Les Paul and my Fender Stratocaster into the Mk3 driver, and we're gonna swap back and forth between the AT and the RK modes. We'll get a feel for how each of those guitars responds to each of those modes so that when we go to start shaping tone, we have an idea of what we're going to get out of it. However, at the same time, we're gonna easily see that just because there are certain tweaks to certain clipping stages and tone stacks, it really doesn't matter what you do. There's just a ton of great sounds in this box. Now, I didn't want to go too fancy there with the playing. I really wanted to drive home the sound of this pedal, let that really speak. And from what I hear and what I've come to know over the last few months with this pedal, or at least something like it, this pedal has just a ton of versatility for something with only 3 knobs and 2 switches. It's pretty darn incredible. But then again, all the 4-in-1 series pedals from Keeley have that same kind of crazy versatility from a simple control set, so it's absolutely awesome. And now really the only thing left to do is show you some reasons why, and by way of sample sounds, why this has become such a staple pedal for me and how easily it worked its way into my musical life. So allow me a quick guitar change and I'll show you sound number 1. The majority of the time that I play the Mk3 Driver, this is the sound that I'm using. The AT mode for the tone stack and the RK mode for the drive knob. What I love about this is it gives me that Germanium vibe, a little bit of that extra Germanium compression as well, but it keeps that low end roll off of the AT mode. This is kind of my colored boost sound, and I almost always use this for parts at church that I really want things to stick out and also add a little bit of articulation. Now I have to admit something to you guys. I don't always crank the drive up on the Mk3 Driver very high. I typically leave it between 10 and 11 o'clock on the dial. But when I do turn it up, really get something saturated, I'm looking for a very specific type of sound that I really only hear coming from this type of circuit. And when I plugged in this DG335 to this sound, RK mode in both the drive and tone stack, man, that was just like a classic rhythm rock guitar sound that just makes you want to play hard, a little bit fast, and with a whole lot of energy. Here's another sound, this one for the more adventurous types. Say you want to use the Mark III driver to boost an already dirty amplifier. This is the one I like. Darkening up the tone in the AT mode to help shave off the low end so it's not too tubby, but to make the sound very smooth. RK mode, once again, drive up a bit, just give that little germanium chewiness. Man, this is something like I could vibe on this one all day, just like my go-to setting. Let's check it out. And there you have it, friends, the Mark III driver, Andy Timmons signature overdrive from Keeley Electronics. I would love to know what you thought of the Mark III driver, because this thing is just absolutely fantastic. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments section down below. And if you have one of those, let me know how you're using it. But for those of you that don't have one and would like one, I could easily tell you to just click the affiliate link in the description box down below and buy one from one of your favorite retailers. But I'll do you one better, or at least Keeley and I are gonna do you one better, because you can enter for your chance to win a brand new Keeley Mark III driver, serial number 3482 to be exact, alongside a Keeley Halo Andy Timmons delay, serial number 16979. Wow, I can't believe this one is that high. But these are two pedals that I absolutely love. They're on my pedal board right now. Not these ones, the ones that I have of my own. They're on my pedal board right now, and they're absolutely fantastic. And we're giving away these two pedals to one lucky viewer here on the channel. So, how do you enter? Well, it's very simple. Click the link in the description box down below, or go to SeanPierceJohnson.com/giveaway, and you'll just follow all the steps that you see on that screen to enter to win these two pedals. And so to close out this video, I just want to thank Keeley again for sending me the Mark III driver to show off to all of you, and for donating these beautiful pedals, a Mark III driver and a Halo delay, to give away to one of you watching out there. Thank you, Keeley crew. Thank you all for watching. And until we see each other again, my name is Sean Pierce Johnson, and I wish you all watching great tone, great health, and of course, happy stomping. Cheers, friends. God bless, and good luck.